The MECREGEN system technology is an energy converter, converting energy from one form to another, electricity to motion. Like the electric motor powered by electricity which turns a shaft, the MECREGEN system powered by electricity turns a crankshaft. The MECREGEN system is built around the magnetic chamber. The magnetic chamber is like the combustion chamber in that it is designed to move in a linear motion, or up and down. The motion is used to turn a crankshaft, but it uses magnetic forces instead of pressure of burning fossil fuels. The magnetic chamber is composed of two permanent magnets placed on opposite sides of an opposite pole electromagnet. The opposite pole electromagnet is powered by electricity. The amount of electricity can be varied, controlling the magnetic forces, controlling the physical output. The electricity source is primarily the connected alternator for the MECREGEN renewable engine or a generator for the MECREGEN renewable generator. The key to renewable energy is turning the crankshaft a half stroke. This is different than the 4 strokes of the combustion engine. It has 2 benefits. It produces 86% more torque, and it requires 87% less energy than the combustion engine. Most people will say that this is impossible. It is against the laws of physics. Energy cannot be created. They are wrong in 2 misunderstandings. One, we are talking about kinetic energy, or energy of motion of the crankshaft, not thermal energy, or energy from heat, and 2, using the crankshaft, potential energy is accessed. The amount of potential energy is set by the forces turning the crankshaft and the distance of the crankshaft. Like the combustion engine, the more magnetic chambers, the increase in torque output. There are additional systems that support the magnetic chamber and the crankshaft. There are 3 primary subsystems. The magnetic bearing system for most of the moving parts. The temperature control system regulates the temperature of the opposite pole electromagnet, removes heat, or supplies heat, which is dictated by the environment. The computer control system monitors and controls all the systems. How the MECREGEN system operates. The MECREGEN system starts with electricity stored in 2 batteries, a 12 volts DC battery for the electrical systems and a 12 volts DC, 24 volts DC or 28 volts DC battery for the opposite pole electromagnet. The voltage of the battery depends on the size of the electromagnets. Once the system is operating, the batteries are no longer needed. The electricity is supplied by the alternator or generator depending on the configuration. The electricity operates the system and charges the batteries. Mechanical renewable energy circle. The MECREGEN system starts with electricity that is converted into motion by the magnetic chamber. The force of motion, kinetic energy, is increased by the crankshaft. The energy of motion from the crankshaft is converted into electricity, creating a renewable energy source. If you would like more detailed information, request a copy of the MECREGEN system white paper. For more information, go to our website www.mecregen.com. We can be contacted at info@mecregen.com. Thank you for your time.